Guys, we have made it. We are here in the XBA Conference Finals, East and West Conferences, and the XBA Finals. We will have both of those here tonight, and we're going to start things off in New York. We have the Chili Dogs and the City Slickers. And you have a New York team that expected to be here, and you have an upstart Cincinnati team, extremely young, who are finding themselves off to a very good start. They're up by 7 right now until that made shot. Chembanuke scoring underneath, favorable matchup there. Shaman Hargrove gets an and one situation. So it's still within 3 until LaMelo Ball will score there. 36-33 again. And Knox for 3. So that will tie things up. Cincinnati up by 2 right now, and then a 3-ball good there. New York with a 1-point lead now. So these teams have been going back and forth. Cincinnati off to a very good start. They've cooled off a little bit, but still in a pretty good position. Malik Jones with 12, McFly had 8. You have LaMelo Ball near the corner, scoring there, 46-40. McFly with his own response. And right now, still a 3-point lead. Inside to Malcolm Ruka, he's going to beat Ngoju Chembanuke, who's really come on strong for this team. Offensively down the stretch, you see a rebound there with a miss by Xander Pollock, and Malik to Marcus Anthony. Now it's still 3-point lead. New York for 3. That's going to be Anthony again. He's feeling pretty good right now. 75-69. We get a 2-ball to go there. Malcolm Ruka charging in. Big dunk. And then it will be Porter, and that's no good. Rebound for Mitchell Robinson. Going the other way with 45 seconds. Looks like New York's going to defend their home turf here tonight. Unless Hargrove with a big dunk, or block, rather. And now McFly can't score. He's right there, right in front of the basket. And LaMelo Ball with good defense will defend that one. And New York's going to win this one by 6. It'll be 86-80 final score. And Chili Dogs are not able to get that road upset. So they're down 0-1. We'll see how things go in the sim. And who knows? We'll see what happens. Marcel McFly had 23. Alex scored 11 off the bench. And that's a guy I've been featuring and observing heavily here. All right, Storm Center, Tempo, and San Diego. Let's get this thing going. San Diego is the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They were mostly the best team all year. You know, there was a little bit of Denver, a little bit of Seattle in there thrown in for good measure, but you know, it has been the story for most of the year in the Western Conference. Nashville, on the other hand, was on the playoff bubble, even towards the very, very end of the season. They ended up getting the 7 seed, tying with Houston for the Southwest Division Championship. Houston owning the tiebreaker between them. So they were saddled with the 7 seed. So it would be a little bit of a surprise if Nashville did find their way into the XBA Finals here, but we shall see. You never know. They're building around Towns and Durant, and now Price and Alejandro Sanchez have been playing together for 3 to 4 years now. So these guys have been around the block. So this is a very experienced team. They are playing well together. San Diego with Tatum and Davis, kind of it's a new mix for them, but the core of their team, when you look at guys like Blake Hudson, Scalabrine, Baisley, and you know, all those guys, and Looney, guys have been around this team for a while. Justice Bettis, also a nice piece, clutch player there. So that's my analysis of this matchup. And it's been a back and forth kind of game. Right now we get a 1-point lead from Nashville, and Tatum scoring and hitting himself in the head with the basketball. But it is a 2-point game, and under 2 minutes to go. Anthony Davis was such an easy look there, but it was challenged by Towns. Going to be kicking himself for that because Kevin Durant is going to tie this thing up. It's 77-77 after a couple more points on the board, and Bettis is going to get to the line. He will convert and hit both. Durant for 2. It's going to be a deep 2, and that's good. A forced shot there as the shot clock was winding down. Anthony Davis cannot make that either. Time winding. Nashville with a chance to win this thing, take game 1. Durant's pulling up 4-3, and that's going to rattle home. And you look at Nashville, you look at San Diego, both teams were beneficiaries of some really clutch shooting at the end of their series. And it's going to be Nashville with the last second strike there. And probably not enough time for Tatum to really get a good opportunity. Nashville's going to go up 1-0, 81-79, your finals. So we're going to have the moment of truth here. We'll see how San Diego does in the sim. They're probably the better team, and that's could very well determine the outcome of this series. Anthony Davis had 22, Durant 30, and Towns with a double-double. So let's get this thing going here. If you're San Diego, Cincinnati, this is a moment of truth. And it looks like we're going to have both series evened up, and we're going to simulate the next 2 games because this is not an elimination game. So let's go here, simulate the round, and it's going to go San Diego and New York. Those teams are in the driver's seat. So even though San Diego dropped game 1 in dramatic fashion, they are a game away from the championship, and they won this one 136-93. So you think they came out a little upset after game 1. Nashville going to win 118-105 here. Anthony Davis with 30 in the loss, but we go to game 4, 112-97. San Diego over the tempo. Dennis Stanburton with 16. He's been pretty good off the bench. He has been a factor for the Cyclones. And right now, 105-98 in game number 5. Let's go to the other side of the bracket. Cincinnati blowing out New York 99-69. So the City Slickers are just not shooting well in that one. Game 3, it'll be 107-100 in favor of Cincinnati. Marcus Anthony with 28 in that one. Game 4 goes to New York 97-72. That one was big. Malik Jones with 34 points. Game 5, 100-88, and you see Malik with 48 points. Xander Pollock not able to match that with 17 of his own, but he was a frequent shooter off the bench. So that is where we are at, guys. San Diego, New York in the driver's seat. It's going to be on Cincinnati and Nashville to come back and take the series. They're going to have to win the next 2, as you might have figured, and backs are against the wall. It is now officially crunch time. New York opening with a 3-pointer here in game number 6. So let's get this thing going here. Killian Hayes with it. And we already have a reach-in foul on LaMelo Ball. So it's still 5.5 minutes. Game just underway. Porter's going to Hargrove. Hargrove staring his guy down. Nice jumper there. 3-2. Marcus Anthony from 3 range. That is good. New York's up by 4. And we got McFly taking it in, and he is going to hit the ground. Let the bodies hit the floor, right? 10-4 after the land there. Xander Pollock, there he is. There he is again, 12-10. Here is Pollock missing. This time it'll be Stanislav Floka, the Hungarian barbarian, pitching in offensively. And now Malcolm Ruka, the starting center. That's good. And now again scoring. This time they'll beat DeAndre Jordan. 43-32. Chili Dogs are in charge of this game. New York trying to even things out a little bit before the half. Not going to happen. Cincinnati a chance to add something, but it got a steal there. So it'll be 43-36. Cincinnati in the lead. Cincinnati is in the lead, guys. Floka had 10. Stanislav Floka outscoring Malik Jones in the first half. If you had that on your bingo card, congratulations, because there's Floka scoring yet again. Malik. Kevin Knox scoring, and now it is getting tighter, guys. And we get an and a 1 possibility. New York, Kevin Knox at the line. And he will get this to within a 1-point game. McFly is cold. He's having some issues here in this quarter. Let's see if he can snap out of this. He's going to take that 3. No good. Hargrove cleaning it up. And now the ball's going to pop out loose with 2:41 left. Kevin Knox with a miss. Going the other way. Now McFly again. This time missing. He's just having a horrible time here in crunch time. Up by 1. Kevin Knox missing. So we get some misses going back and forth here. And McFly going to try again. Okay. 2 minutes and change here. He's taking on Marcus Anthony. He's looking for somebody to start moving around. Going for the screen. And McFly for 3. Gets it. And now he's out of the cold streak. Might bode pretty well for Cincinnati, but Mitchell Robinson scoring to get this back to within 2 points. A minute and a half. McFly, floater, and that is just snatched out of the air by Mitchell Robinson. And then Marcus Anthony gets loose for a 3 ball there. New York with the ball back. 1 point lead. It's going to be Anthony against Killian Hayes, and he will score. Marcus Anthony was 17 on the night. He's plus 11. Ooh, this is going to be tough for Cincinnati. 40 seconds left. About 15 now on the shot clock. McFly looking for room. Thought about it. Might try it anyway. McFly scoring. He's not afraid of this situation. 25 seconds. Kevin Knox gets behind the defense and throws it down. So 25 on the dot here with 24 on the shot clock. And McFly scoring again. He's on a hot streak now. How about that? Maybe the game doesn't recognize it, but the guy's made 3 shots in a row. And it looks like Anthony might get to the line. They're going to foul again. Not in the bonus. And there is Malik Jones. So Malik, game, series on the line here, will make the first. So we can try this one. That's good. New York up by 3. Cincinnati is going to need 3 to tie. They have time to go for 2 if they want it. But I don't think that's what McFly has in mind. I think they're going for a tie here. Ruka, nope, not going to get the screen. It's going to be Porter. Michael Porter thought about it. Gets it back to McFly. Time is now winding here, and the ball tipped. Killian Hayes has to run behind the line to retrieve it, and no shot attempt for Cincinnati. And that's got a sting right there because a made free throw by Malik will end this thing, and New York is going to the XBA Finals. And it's been a long time coming. It's been a 3-year process for this squad. I feel like they're in the right spot as far as their organization. They're old enough now. They're not rookies. They're not first-year players anymore. They have a lot of experience, and you guys saw it with all of their All-XBA nominations. You got Malik, Ball, and Marcus Anthony. So these guys are legit. They finally got the center, Mitchell Robinson, and they are ready to do some damage here. New York destroyed Cincinnati in the 4th quarter. Cincinnati had a lead heading into the 4th, but lost it to the City Slickers. So congratulations to New York. We'll see if San Diego can meet them there. San Diego is up 3-2, and they're going to go on the road here against the Nashville Tempo. It's been a spunky Nashville team, but they were not able to take care of business according to the computer. The computer did not like them matched up with San Diego. The Cyclones winning 3 of the 4 simulated games. So we got Looney inside. He'll throw it down. San Diego up by a handful now. It's up to about a 7-point lead here till Towns scores 45-40 and a miss. Anthony Davis cleaning that one up, and let's get this thing back to 7. Durant for 3. That's good with 47 seconds left. Bankston will miss there. So Nashville keeping it close, only down by 2 now after a late first half surge. Got about 55 seconds here. You got Okongwu driving to the basket in a tied ball game now. Karl Anthony Towns cleaning that one up. It'll be Podgorica taking it down. Flips it to Kevin Durant, and with a lot of hands in his face, Durant converts anyway. So now Nashville up by 5. San Diego's got it. Gonna throw it into Bettis with a nice floater there. 90-87. Alejandro Sanchez out of Uruguay. No good. Baisley corralling that one. So now under a minute, 3-point game. Tatum has got room. He's going to throw it to Davis. Back to Bettis. Bettis going to rewind this thing. Thought he might have had Scalabrine for a minute. Bettis just going to take it himself and score that one for the Cyclones. Inside, Karl Anthony Towns. That's good. 92-89 with 34 seconds. Got about 22 right now. Bettis scoring. Can't forget about Justice Bettis. All right, Nashville at the line. Alejandro Sanchez pushing it in and good. 94-91. 20 seconds left. Bettis taking it up. Looking for somebody. Scalabrine not open. Is he just going to do it himself? Gets it to Baisley. No good. Davis gets it back. Scalabrini a chance to Bettis. 4-3 is no good. Towns with the game-winning rebound there, and Durant missing the first, but he will score that one, and they go up by 4. That'll do it, guys. Nashville winning this one 95-91. So the tempo evening things up here at home, but the hard part's ahead of them. They're going to have to go into San Diego to finish this thing off. Kevin Durant, 24 points, led the way, and Anthony Davis had 22 of his own on the other side. So let's go back to the Storm Center for game number 7. We've had a lot of game 7s in this postseason, I feel like. And that's just the way the XBA is designed, man. We want competition. We want it so that if you're the 7th seed like Nashville, you have a chance to win the XBA Finals. And I feel like they do. And they're going to have a chance here in a winner-go-home situation. Wyatt Price throwing it out there. That'll be Podgorica, point guard out of St. Joseph's. Nice 2-ball there. Nashville in the lead, up by 5 until Anthony Davis scoring there. And then Tatum for 3. That'll tie this thing up, 47 apiece. Let's see if Nashville can score. I mean, Durant, you can't leave him out of the equation. And scoring for Durant. So he'll answer. Nashville will take the lead into half, assuming that doesn't go in. It does not. 49-47. It's close, man. Bettis with 15, Durant with 12. No idea how this is going to turn out. Dennis Stanburton drills a 3, and I talked about Stanburton. He's a crucial element off the bench for this team to go along with St. Patrick and Hudson. So very strong bench for San Diego until we get a steal. Durant is going to pick Stanburton's pocket right there. 72-71. Stanburton for 2. No good. Valanciunas with the rebound. Don't forget about Valanciunas, the backup center now for Nashville. He's old now. So, but he's still getting good minutes. LeClaire scoring there. Nashville up by 5. Wyatt Price is going to score over 2 big defenders. So 3 minutes and change left, and now Nashville is starting to take control of this game, guys. Durant hitting the first and the second. 94-86. Not good for San Diego. Scalabrini. Ooh, let's see what he's got in mind here. Guys trying to get open. Looks like Tatum, maybe no. Let's go Scalabrini. He'll go for it himself and get an and 1. He's going to draw a foul against Towns. And now Alejandro Sanchez, he's going to get hit by Scalabrini, and now Scalabrini fouls out. So tough call here. It looks like Blake Hudson might be in at point guard for now. And Baisley will get to the line. 2.5 minutes, 95-89. Now it's 99-94. Stanburton, no good. Going the other way. And Bettis will foul Wyatt Price. Who else? 102-94. Stanburton giving it away almost. Goes to Bettis. And Bettis with a miss. San Diego gets the rebound. They'll put it back. 102-96. Stanburton with it again. It's got some room and pretty well defended by Karl Anthony Towns. Stanburton is killing San Diego right now. Okongwu snatched away by Anthony Davis. He said, "That's mine. That is mine. I'm not going home right now." Stanburton, he's got it for now. I just say get the ball to Bettis, man. Just give it to him. Stanburton's wasting a lot of time here. He's got a path, and look at that defense there. Stanburton's cold. Anthony Davis, again, he's picking the pace up for Stanburton, filling the stat sheet, but they're going to give up a basket on the other end. And Stanburton's cold. I don't like him in this situation. I would get him off the floor and just get Blake Hudson out there. They're going to call timeout. Maybe that's what the plan is? I don't know. No, it's not. Stanburton's still out there. Tatum with it. Tatum gets a screen. Tatum pulling up. He'll score. 21 seconds. Down by 4. Alejandro Sanchez at the line and missed the first. Oh boy. It's that form, man. He's got that one-handed thing. He's pushing it. 105-100. San Diego's got 20 seconds right now. We'll see what they got in store. Looking maybe a three-pointer. I think they're going to need a three-pointer. At some point, Bettis will take it. He was made those in the past, and that will not happen. But out of bounds for San Diego. They need a shot to go off here, guys. Bettis 4-3 will convert. But with 2 seconds left, is there going to be enough time after the foul here? And they're finally going to call it with 0.8. They can get a shot off in 0.8, but the problem is no timeouts, and Durant with a free throw here will ice this thing. And that is the situation, guys. San Diego going down. Nashville won all 3 games that were broadcast. So I feel like they earned this thing. I feel like they earned a trip to the XBA Finals. And congratulations for San Diego. Had a great year. Fell a little bit short, but I mean, they're going to be one of the favorites for next season. And we'll see. There's not going to be too much free agency movement either. So however your team did this year, it's probably going to be a good indicator how they do next year. So hopefully San Diego will right the ship. Maybe they'll make it next year. I know that it's been a tough go for San Diego over the years, but that will do it for the XBA Conference Finals. We're going to get into the XBA Finals here in this video. So as you see the date there, May 31st, 2025. You know, we started this thing in 2019. So all these players that you see, the Davises and Durants, these guys they're getting older now, man. And so it's a new generation coming in. It's the Wyatt Prices and the Malik Jones and the Marcus Anthonys, the Justice Bettises. That's what we have going on here, guys. So let's get into this thing. Into New York. We are starting, I don't know if we're playing at Madison Square Garden or Bronx Arena. That's what it's called. So it's a new stadium. XBA built all new facilities with all of our Dogecoin or whatever. Tipping this thing off. New York, Nashville underway. A lot on the line here. This is going to be the last chance. I mean, realistically, for Kevin Durant, this is probably it, man. I don't know how old he is in this thing, but he's, I think, beginning his late 30s. So time is winding on his career. Malik, this is also, for our purposes, could very well be his last chance to score a championship. This is what he's been aiming for. That's why he bullied his way out of Philadelphia to get to New York, get to be under the bright lights, attract, a few free agents, and that's where we're at right now. So right now, a 2-point lead for New York in game number 1. You got a miss from Kevin Knox. Wyatt Price taking it down. Durant can do something here off the foul, and looks like Nashville will tie this thing up. LaMelo Ball for 3s, no good. Karl-Anthony Towns hauling it in. Sanchez to Wyatt Price to Okongwu, and a score for the Tempo. Tempo on top. LaMelo for 3, that's good. Alejandro Sanchez was right in his face, but that did not matter. So count it there. Nashville trying to take the lead. Kevin Durant. Thought that looked good, but not going to happen. 46-45. Malik pondering his future as we enter halftime in the XBA Finals. Look at Malik there. Looking at the numbers, he's got 17. He's got 17 in the first quarter or first half, so that's looking pretty good. Wyatt Price with 11. As we pick things up here, just underway, we get a steal. Durant was right there under the basket, and count it for New York. We're going to build that lead. 73-68 right now. Valanciunas over Chembanuke, but Chembanuke is going to haul that one in. So Landry Shamet finds, who else? That'll be Malik Jones. Building on that lead. 5-point game right now. Fighting inside. Valanciunas with the rebound. Alejandro Sanchez has got it. Throwing it away. Luke Kennard with the steal to Shamet. And, Landry Shamet dunking that one. I thought he was just going to lay that one up. But he's even playing with a little bit of an edge tonight. The bench for New York is coming up big in this game number 1 here. So we'll take a 7-point lead into the fourth quarter. Now it is a 9-point lead. Time is of the essence here for Nashville. Towns scoring. Malik to Knox. Knox thinking about it. He will get that one swatted away. Podgorica. He's going to try to float one over Knox. No good. 2:15 left to go. Still 7-point deficit. Knox trying to do it again. And taking on Karl-Anthony Towns. if you're Kevin Knox. Not the smartest idea I've ever seen. Moxie Kleber scoring there. So 5-point game right now. This is Podgorica for 2. He'll score. So it's now a 3-point game, guys. Kevin Durant trying to play some defense. Look at that. Look at that. He's going all out for this XBA championship. He wants that ring. You know, he's got his doubters. He has his doubters. You can't win without a super team. Well, this is not necessarily a super team. They're the 7th seed. He's carried these guys on his back. You saw him with 43 points in the last game. But a 3-ball for LaMelo is good. 95-89. That'll do it, guys. Nashville going down here in the opener. Still plenty of time. We shall see what will happen. But a nice 6-point win for New York in New York. Got to defend the home turf. That's big. And I'm just thinking of Malik Jones, man. I mean, now the pressure's on. Now the pressure's on. So we're going to simulate ahead a little bit here with a 1-0 edge for the City Slickers. We'll take a look at the box score first. Malik scored 34 points. LaMelo also was fantastic in that game. Karl Anthony Towns with 20 and 14. Okongwu with 22. And Wyatt Price played pretty good as well. So now we will simulate ahead. I usually don't do that in the XBA Finals, but we are pressed for time here. So game 2 goes to Nashville. Game 3 to New York. City Slickers. All right, let's check out some box scores. Game 2, 109-101. Malik scored 31 in the loss, and Durant with 22. He's perfect from the line, so that was big. Game 3 goes to New York. 83-79. Towns had 17 rebounds to no avail, and Malik had 28 points. So that's where we are at. We're going to play the rest of the series out. I mean, like I said, I hate simulating XBA final games. I just want to let the CPU do its thing. They're going to split. Okay, so now it's a best-of-5 series, technically, in terms of the gameplay. So, okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. So we are in Game 4, New York with a 2-1 lead, and we are in the sound room here. And Nashville gonna open this thing up with a block out of Mitchell Robinson. So still 5:30 left, no points on the board. Karl Anthony Towns with the putback. 2-0 Nashville, going back to Towns. He will hook that one in, make it 4-0. On the other end, a block. Karl Anthony Towns is just showing up tonight. Mitchell Robinson, let's see. He's going to take Towns on. And we'll see if Anthony... Ooh, got a screen maybe. He's just going to go inside. Marcus Anthony scoring there. It'll be 47-46. So he had a kind of a back and forth situation in the first half. But oh my God, there is Towns again. Just killing it right now. And good for Nashville. 49-46. Here is Malik. Good defense. Again, that'll be Okongwu at power forward. So with 120 left, goes to Wyatt Price. And Landry Shaman is having a tough time out there. Malik Jones. No dice. It will be Karl Anthony Towns again. He was absolutely killing it here. And New York has got nothing going on. And two of their bench guys were cold there. So 19 seconds. Nashville adding on to their lead. Malik trying to get something for the end of the half. No good. Hey, look who it is. Karl Anthony Towns with a rebound. Nashville's going to go into the half up by 9. So this is a good spot to be in if you are the tempo. So we are going to see if they can stave off this comeback, because it looks like New York is drawing this thing to be a little bit closer. 79-77. Malik drawing a foul. He'll make one. Still 2-point lead for Nashville. Nashville scoring there, 93-89. It'll be Malik behind the back to Robinson, and he can't make it count. Oh, man, I thought it might be a little too flashy for this moment. But, I mean, it almost worked, so got to give Malik some props there. So 140 left. Durant fighting his way inside. It will go to Towns. Towns dunks that one down. It'll be 98-89. And a block going the other way. Durant looking for a little bit of room. Finds Alejandro Sanchez. And it's going to be blocked. Great defense there, but time is not in New York's favor. Not by a long shot, down by 9. Probably going to want a 3 here. They'll go to Robinson at least. Get the 2. They're going to play defense on this possession. Interesting decision there. Karl Anthony Towns, 4-2. Drains it. And take the lead back up to 9. So that will probably do it here. Nashville is going to win by 10. 10-point win for the Tempo at home. And they will even this series up 2 games to 2. So we know it's going to go 6. The question is, will it go 7? Because a lot of our championships have gone 7 games. Out of the 5 years that we've had the XBA Finals, you've had 3 game 7s and 2 game 6s, to my knowledge. So it's been a lot of good matchups over the years. So we're going to see how things turn out here in a 2-2 situation. Let's go back to New York, and we're going to see if New York can now defend their home court. See, home court advantage. They have an A rating. So we'll get this thing underway. Knocks to Lonzo Ball to Marcus Anthony. Fighting through some traffic. He'll get to the line to open things up. It's a 17-14 game right now. New York with a slight edge. And Sanchez will score that one. Making 19-16. Malik Jones for 3 to increase that lead. Things looking up for New York, maybe. Alejandro Sanchez fighting. Who saw this coming here tonight? Alejandro Sanchez, the engine. He's usually the guy passing it like that to Kevin Durant. So it's now 24-21. Alejandro Sanchez. Oh, he's going to throw that one away. Now that was a little too flashy. I have to say that. Not good. Not a good look for Alejandro Sanchez. All right. Landry Shamet from downtown. That's good. 28-23. It's going to be 44-38 here as the half is approaching. There's a nice pass. Okongwu. Somebody forgot that assignment. And now you got Malik for 3. It's now 47-40. And Okongwu with a miss. Oh, man, you have to get that. Gotta get that. Kevin Knox. Gonna throw one up. 47-40. New York in charge here, game number 6. Now the question is, how do you feel if you're the Tempo? Now the pressure, it's getting ratcheted up. You don't want to lose. You don't want to get behind in the series. You don't want to be forced to win the final 2 games. Big assignment. And if you can steal one here on the road, all the better. 72-69. Malik banks one. It'll be 74-71 right now. There is Marcus Anthony with 2.5 minutes. That's no good. I thought that was going to go in. Durant bullies his way inside. Throws that one down. 74-73. About 2 minutes left right here. It's going to be Anthony versus Price. Ball is out. Kevin Durant's got it. And he looks like he's got a pathway. Oh, wow. We got slow-mo with a block. Marcus Anthony. And then Knox on the other end. No good, but Mitchell Robinson, the foul. I'm winding for Nashville. 81-79. It's going to be Alejandro Sanchez. Ball is blocked by LaMelo, the much taller LaMelo Ball, but it's going to be a foul. And we've seen Sanchez with some opportunities at the line, and he misses. He'll miss the first. Let's try this again. It pushes it way too hard. And this is something that I don't think Alejandro Sanchez is great at. And if you were just judging by his shooting form, let's compare him to Malik Jones. Okay, Malik is much smoother there. So Malik will knock his free throws down. And that will give New York the victory here in game number 6. 83-79 in this one. And New York now is in the lead. In the driver's seat for the XBA Championship. So we'll check out the box score here. 24 for Anthony, but that one block, that was, I think, what set them apart in this game. 83-79, your final. So that's where we're at, guys, after 5 games. So we'll go to game 6 here in Nashville in desperation mode. Season on the line. And all the marbles for Nashville. New York, you give a little bit of slack if they don't put their best foot forward here. But obviously, closing on the road is not ideal, but that's better than having to play Game 7 where you don't know what's going to happen, obviously. I am king of stating the obvious here tonight in this penultimate XBA video. We got one video left after this, guys. 3-0 right now, Nashville. Kevin Knox to Malik Jones. That's going to tie this thing up. Got Malik cutting it again. It's kind of like his signature move. And right now, 44-40. Anthony scoring. Nashville trailing here by 5. A minute 53 left. That's off the board. Robinson finds Marcus Anthony. So still 5-point lead here with about 1:42 left to go. Anthony cutting inside. That will go 52-45 right now. Marcus Anthony, a jumper there. And they are just piling on Nashville right now. Podgorica trying to throw it over Landry Shanna. That's not going to count. And right now it is 56-45. New York has an 11-point lead here. You feel like Nashville, I just feel like the belief is evaporating here. It's starting to. And we get a jumper from Okongwu there. So maybe not giving up quite yet. They got it to within 6 with about 5:10. So they're off to a good start here in the third quarter. So maybe I was wrong. Marcus Anthony for 3. And the response, it's no good. Mitchell Robinson blocked away. And they're going to call it goaltending right there. So tough call against Nashville. Up by 8 right now. Shamit's going to fling it back to Malik. And you can't leave Malik that wide open. He will knock those in. And we get a miss on the other end. Luke Kennard with 1 minute left here in the third. He's got DJ Hard for a big dunk there. 73-62. Podgorica for 3. Nashville is hanging around here. They're still down by 9, though, with about 3:50. LaMelo Ball for 2. Converts there, back up to 11. Now again, 9-point lead. Towns is going to hit Marcus Anthony there, and that is a huge loss. I don't know if they can come back from that. 8 minutes, or 8 points with a minute 40, and New York scoring. So down to their last gasp here. It'll be Kevin Durant for 2, and it's just going to roll out. And now with a minute, that's just not going to happen for Nashville. And New York will claim this XBA championship. It was a tough defeat for the Tempo. They were pretty close. I think they had the team to do it. You know, and Towns was perfect for this team and what they were trying to accomplish. But I feel like New York's bench depth that they've built over the years, they used to be one of the more shallow bench units. But when you added Shamit, Kennard, and DeAndre Jordan, and DJ Hard even, I guess you could say. And Chembanuke was big in spots, but really the starting lineup is what set them apart. And they got the Knicks gear on, of course, but we know who really won this XBA championship. It was the New York City Slickers, and they are celebrating here. And Mitchell Robinson's taking a bottle to the head. It is stuck in his head. That's how crazy these guys have been partying. You have a ghost bottle in the middle of the air suspended, so that's pretty cool. That's how you know it was a wild party. Malik Jones was your #1 performer, though, with 29.7 points per game to go with 3 boards and 4 assists. You just got to hand it to them, guys. They were just the better team in that series, although the Tempo were valiant opponents. So it was a 6-game series in the end. Look at the way New York survived, too, when you look at the bracket. They were on the ropes against Toronto. They were on the ropes against Washington, but they survived in 7 games. Nashville also surviving against Denver, surviving against San Diego. So we had a couple really good 7-game series in this playoff. Unfortunately, the championship was not one of those, but good job for New York. You guys are our final broadcast champions. We're going to crown one more team is going to get to say that they won the XBA Finals when we see you in the next video for season number 7, which is a pure simulation. As I said before in the previous videos, as I was recording my initial plan, I wanted to get the conference finals and the finals so you guys could watch those for season 7, but that is when I started having COVID symptoms and I just felt too sick to manage it, so I gave up. But I do have results for you, so that's the good news. So guys, we'll see you in the next video, the XBA series finale. We've come a long way since 2019, as I said earlier, so that is going to be the last episode. So we'll see you guys then. Peace.